Did you guys know at any point in time in your careers that you were on the radar screen of Troy Aikman in any way, shape, or form?
For me, that's a no. Not until this Miami Dolphins.
Not until this right now.
Kind of the Miami Dolphins situation came into play. I will say it was a privilege and an honor to, once I came on board, work alongside of Troy to get him in place. What a resource, what an asset. Goes about it the right way, and just a good guy, like a tremendous sounding board. For me, when we were going through the head coaching process, to have Troy and Dan Marino, sitting.
By the way, I shouldn't leave him out.
Yeah,
My bad. My bad. But just Troy's new to the operation that Stephen Ross is putting together there.
Exactly.
So.
But from my vantage point, to look at Troy and Dan, who are two of the best that ever did it at the most important position, and I look at them and I say, would you follow that guy, whoever it was, and to get their feedback, I mean, I'd be a fool not to weigh that heavily into the equation. Obviously, they both thought the world of him, as I knew they would. But yeah, Troy was awesome.
And so you never really had any conversations prior to a Packer game on the field on a Monday night or a Sunday or anything like that?
No, I met Troy years ago, so I'll give you probably more information than you want to know. I'll make it quick.
Go ahead.
So my
dad, time for you.
My dad grew up in Miami. And grew up with Joe Avezzano's family. He lived with Joe Avezzano. Bounced around in the foster care system for a while.
He lived with him?
Lived
really?
with, Joe's family raised him. They both went to Florida State together to play football. And so their relationship is lifelong. Obviously, Joe went on to be a longtime coach of the Cowboys. He and Troy are close. So I met Troy very quickly on the field when the Packers played the Cowboys. It's a 5-minute conversation in 2007. I remember it because it was Troy Aikman. He doesn't remember it. I was just a young scout at the time. But anyway, so that was our one and only kind of crossing paths. Memorable for me, not for him. But it's kind of cool how life works out, small world.
Yeah, I had done the broadcast meetings with Troy.
Sure.
Just being back in Green Bay for the Monday night games. And then he actually reached out to me, I forget, at some point, before all this happened. And I remember getting a text and said, "Hey, Jeff, it's Troy Aikman. Can you talk?" I was like, "Yeah, Troy Aikman. If you want to talk, I'll talk whenever you want." Sure. I was like, at first I thought it was one of my friends just kind of playing a joke on me. It's like, this is Troy Aikman. It's like, okay, yeah, sure. Yeah. Sure it is. But it was, because I called him and it was Troy. And we just talked. And then he said, he asked me if I ever thought about being a head coach again. And I was like, absolutely. And we kind of kept in touch a little bit, and then went through the process. And really cool to get to know him and be able to pick his brain on a lot of things. So that was really our first interaction.
Who is the GM mentor for you? Is it Gutekunst? Is it his predecessor?
It was Ted Thompson. And then Brian Gutekunst. I mean, both had a tremendous impact on me.
So you're not going to trade for anybody? That's all my Packer fan friends.
What I will say, like within the pillars of our process, those never changed. But Brian was more aggressive than Ted was. So it was cool to me to see within the same process how they can be a little bit different, just based on your personality and your way of doing business.
Yes.
But both had a tremendous impact on me. I kind of chased Brian through my career. He was a Southeast scout. Then I was the Southeast scout. He was the director of college scouting. So then I was the director of college scouting all the way up. And so he was a tremendous sounding board for me. He's a very forward thinker. He's aggressive. He's got a great eye. He's good with people. I have nothing but respect for him. But Ted was kind of the godfather for all of us.
Sure.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.